Scott, what are the key milestones for the PFAS cleanup?
Okay, so the most important one we just received, which were EPA regulations setting contamination limits on water pollution and designating select PFAS as hazardous waste, and that could kick off what we see as a $300 billion cleanup opportunity over the next 20 years, as it provides the visibility that potentially liable parties need to comply with in order to kickstart their cleanup and remediation efforts.
And which companies are going to be the winners and losers from this crackdown?
So firstly, on the winners, we see engineering firms like AECOM and Jacobs benefiting by helping municipalities and utilities establish remediation plans and test for PFAS. We also see water equipment and solutions companies like Xylem and Veolia benefiting as they're the experts in filtering PFAS so they can help the utilities and municipalities comply with the new contamination limits on drinking water. And then lastly, we see hazardous waste companies such as Clean Harbors benefiting perhaps the most ultimately is they have the incinerators and landfills that can allow them to take hazardous waste volumes, which tend to be very high margin. In terms of the losers, I think utilities and municipalities are going to have to spend money on the cleanup clearly, as well as industrial manufacturers of PFAS such as 3M and DuPont, which have already engaged in legal settlements to some extent, but they could be amongst the firms that are most hampered by or harmed by the new legislation.
Thank you, Scott.